How you guys doing on YouTube? This is Roger again, and today is a special video. This video here is, I was watching somebody, well, actually I told someone to send me a video of training of what we did before. So they sent me the video, and this video is for them. That's why it's titled off that, but his name is Badsa. And hopefully I said that name properly, but he sent me the video. He did pretty good too. So you're watching this, I know he's watching, he's going to be watching this video. So this is really meant for him, but also for everybody else who's watching. So I told him I'd help him and correct him. So here's a cool thing about this though. I come across a quote, and it says, this is the quote, "An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching." So basically, I can sit there and tell them how to do it, Well, let me show them how to do it. I thought that would be the best way to do it through the videos here. And that was by Mahatma Gandhi, is who said that quote. So here we go. Let's go into the few things that I've seen that'll help you get better at this, Badsa. So the first thing we're going to do is from the horse stance. So we're getting the horse stance here. You got that horse stance good. You're here. And when you're doing your punches, I notice your hand, your elbow may pop up a little bit, but your hand coming out. Look in the center line of your body. So let your hand just come straight out like this, and then twist it. And I want you to focus that, and I want you to look down the middle of this, right here. You want that first knuckle to be lined up with the center of your body. See, I was going to text this to you and write it in an email and all that, but I'm thinking, how am I going to explain that? So basically, I'm coming from here. My hands are going to be up on my ribs too. From the one video that you were watching, I see my hands were down here. It's not even my favorite video. So this is why I decided to do this. I'm going to practice what I preach here. So I'm going to show you. Got my hands here. I'm reaching my hand out. I'm going to twist it out, keeping that lined up in the center. So that's the one thing I noticed you were doing. So work on that. Take it slow. You don't have to be fast. Watch yourself. Watch it. And keep it up there. Train this video, too, while you're doing it. It'll help you become better. So another thing I noticed was the front kick. You're doing the kick, your toes, you're lifting it here. Or you got your toes kind of here, but I want you to lift your foot up just a little bit more. That'll help you. What you want to do is lift and point. And then you got that, snapping it. You're here. You're at the ball of the foot, too. I start with the ball of the foot. Sometimes I end up pushing it and hit the heel. So that was real good, wasn't it? Real sloppy. So I'm here, I'm pushing it right out. Hit the ball of the foot. So you're here, lift. Put it out there. Lift. So work that out. You can even grab a wall, lift it up, practice your kicks. Same when you're doing those roundhouses, the wheel kicks, which you look pretty good on. I mean, you did that too. So that's one of the pointers I want to show you on that. The other one I want to do is the back kick. I noticed when you do the back kick, you weren't always really looking. You want to look over your shoulder when you do the back kick. This is for anybody too. I know this was a specific video for one person too, but it's live for all you guys. I'm going live right now, so any of you guys are watching this right at this moment. But when you do your back kick, you're looking behind. Lift. Here's the cool thing too is bend those knees. Hands up. I want you to lift and point that heel. I want to point the heel and bring it back. So when you're doing this in the air, lift, look, kick, bring it back. Again, like I said, you grab something, a wall, a chair, anything. Work those kicks. But yeah, hands here, look behind you. You want to see where you're kicking. You don't want to go like this and miss your target. It's hard enough to hit a moving target when you're looking at it, let alone if you're not looking at all. So we gotta make sure we look. Because you never know, when you're fighting, your opponent may move just like that. Move fast, gone, out of the way. You missed. And it's nothing like expecting to hit someone and then missing. That hurts. It pops at the joints, your knees, your elbows. It hurts. So basically, look over where you're going, kick in there. Another thing I noticed was the heel toe idea. When you're doing your stance, here's more like here, that's cute and all for point fighting. But actually point your toes forward a little bit more. Have your heel lined up with your toe Even if you're sideways, I go this way. But I like to point my toes here for street more. I don't go like this. I get ran over that way. That's point fighting great because you don't have as much of you to hit. And the thing is too, when we're in that stance, we're talking about, I seen the hands could be too close or anything. Put them out a little bit. You don't have to have closed fists too. You can have your hands open. You're out here, holding them up. Here's the thing too. My hand is out. It gives me more ample time to block. My hands are here. It's harder for me to do those karate blocks. My hands like this. It's really hard. You know, it's a lot harder for me to do those blocks. My hands here. I may not even get a full block. I start with this, but this could turn to that real quick. I don't even have to always bring my hand here like I showed. But when I do this, that sets up for certain moves. You know, we go in here, you hit in the arm, it wrecks the nerves. So, hands out. Point those toes a little more towards you, and be a little more comfortable. So relax with it too. You notice you're probably a little nervous doing the video. It's weird. That's how that video, that's the most popular video I have, Karate for Beginners Lesson 1. That's so popular. A lot of people love it, but then I hate it in another sense because I don't hate it, but I look at it and I just felt weird talking to the camera, guys. Felt weird talking to the camera by myself, in the room by myself. Just like now, I'm in the room by myself, but I don't feel as weird talking to the camera. I get excited now sometimes talking. When I know I'm live with you guys, I get all nuts with it and I start speaking too fast. I gotta pull myself back. But yeah, that stance just like this. Hands here. Your back fist there, you turn, reverse punch. And that's what I want to go into also, is when you're doing the punch, you weren't really turning on it. You're going to lose a lot of power that way. So if I'm like this, compared to here. So I'm here, I turn, I get a lot more out of that. 1, 2. I don't want my hands to be here when I'm fighting. When I'm throwing a back fist, this is something I might not have put on that video, but if I'm squared up this way, I'm not coming around doing a back fist. Because now that's creating a whole side of my face open. If I'm standing like this and someone's on the side of me, I can back fist, I can come out. But if I'm lined up more, that's lined up for the jab, which I'm going to give you that jab. So if I'm lined up here, my opponent is here, I jab. My opponent moves, so it may be lined up here, but my opponent moved over. I don't have to go face chasing them. I can throw that and then come with that. So as they move, then I can throw it. I hope that helps you. So at this point, if my opponent is here, I jab. If my opponent moves there, I got that. The back fist. Okay, so now we're going with the back fist. Pivot the hip before you deliver that punch. You don't want to try to do it at the same time. You're going to turn, deliver the punch, and then you can bring it back. 1, pivot, punch, and come back. One thing I've been telling my students is, not hurry up and slow down. That's another thing I was going for. But fast is slow and slow is fast. A lot of people are like, that doesn't make sense. Does it? It does make sense. Fast is slow. Right? So here we go. If you go slow, it's fast. Why is it fast? Because you learn faster. If you try everything here, you might not learn as fast because now you're learning technique. So you go fast, you're going to learn slower sometimes, the right technique. You'll gain speed, but you won't have good technique. You'll probably break your hand. You go to hit someone in the side of the jaw here and end up hitting them on top of the head and break your hand. So you lose your targeting, you lose just control and timing by trying to speed everything up. So take your time with it. You'll gain the timing. That's a big piece of advice I got for you on that. And then I think I covered everything I got on there, but then I also wanted to show you a couple things. Since I'm doing this video, I want to give you a couple of techniques, self-defense techniques. I'm going to call this double sword. I'm going to do it off both sides. So if I'm standing here, I don't want to stand like this. A lot of our self-defense techniques have you in a neutral stance here. I don't like that. I want to be more with 1 foot back. I don't want to fight you. That kind of approach. So if I'm back here, you already know something's happening. Doesn't matter how good you are. If someone really wants to hurt you or kill you, they can get it done. they might just get you while you're not looking. You know, it doesn't matter how tough you are, it doesn't matter how fast you are, how much, knowledge you have in the martial arts. Someone can get you, they can get you. They can shoot you in the back. You don't know. They can stab you in the back. They can come up to shake your hand and all of a sudden have something, boom, hit you with something else. You don't know. So that's why you want to keep aware of your surroundings. And one thing you do is, someone's starting to get a confrontation with you. They're trying to start something. I don't want to fight. You come back, I'm in my fighting stance already, pretty much. My hands are open. It's not as aggressive looking, saying, well, let's go. But no, I don't want to fight. And if they do pursue it, you're already in a comfortable position to fight anyhow. But if I don't stand that way, I could be here. Someone throws a punch. Say they threw a right punch. Right, I'm going to move forward with my left, not straight into the punch. The punch is here. I want to be on the outside of that. So I want you to step like this. There's a fight stance. Throw that inward block here all the way across, delivering more power to this chop. See, a lot of people have talked about that inward block. The inward block is just too, why do we go all the way across? Why do we need to go here instead of stopping here? Oh, there's a reason for it. This is Kenpo. We flow. It's not in. No, it's roll with it. So this is the technique, double swords. Now this is stuff I kind of put together my own to give you a little more than just Chinese swords. I threw extra chop and call it double sword. So I'm moving out of the way. I block here, chop. My hand is already up here because I want to have my covered hand. I turn, deliver the chop. So remember I had you doing these chops. You were doing that in the video too. So now you get to use them together. So let's do this again. Step out of the way. Block that arm all the way across. Just like when we were in a horse stance blocking. All we're doing is changing our horse stance this way. Turn that right hand, turn that left hand. Okay, we'll do it on the side now. Step out of the way. Block. Chop. Chop. Let's do it again. So block. Chop. Chop. So there's a double sword. Alright, now I want to give you one more and then I'm out of here. We're going to do a thing called Meltdown. Alright, you've probably seen that on some of my other videos. But basically, this could be a couple ways. I can throw it with the jab, a cross or a reverse punch, roundhouse, or the wheel kick, it's also known as 1, 2, 3. So now in the air, jab. So I'm more squared up now. 1. I'm not going like this, popping the elbow up. Coming straight out, just like we did the karate punches. Hit it with that first knuckle. Turn. I could do karate, like the Kenpo. I mean, not the Kenpo, but the bow stance to the reverse punch, or I could pop that hip up, or that heel up, and turn that hip and shoulder and make it a cross. 1, 2. Makes it easier to bring that roundhouse if you bring it across. So 1, 2, come around, then 3. The one thing you want to do when you pivot is lift that heel up, turn the body, so you got my leg ready to go. So that's the meltdown. Practice that with it. Punch, punch. Hands come up. Leg comes up. Bang. You can also do it with the back fist. If they're more on this side. 1. Turn your body. 2. That leg could go to the leg here, to the rib or the head. In the street, I would not come up here and pop it up to the head. It's not a practical thing for me to kick the head in the street because too much could happen. Too much could go wrong. I don't even like to hit to the rib too much in the street. Because, a lot of guys have a natural ability to catch. You may hit them, but they go, oh, and catch your leg and still can take you down. So what's nice is here, I can pop it there. Or if I do hit it to the body, I punch, maybe the hands went completely up. Then I take it to the body. Alright, hope you enjoyed that. I hope I helped you with this. And send me some more videos. Let me see how you're doing. This is the only thing I do. I may not always get the video, make a video this quick. I just happen to have a little bit of time today. So, and if someone's watching this now, and you didn't subscribe, you just came across the live stream, or you're watching this in the, recorded version of this, and you just haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit a like, give me a comment. I'm always up to a little conversation. So, God bless you, and thanks for watching.